says when we came to this side of the earth, we was gonna serve our enemies. Who was our enemies? The so-called white man. The ones that came and grabbed that side of the earth by force, that hate us to this very day. It said when they came and grabbed us, when we came to this side, we gonna serve them in hunger, in thirst, and in nakedness. You want your food, you go to them. You want your clothes, you go to them. You want anything, you go to them. When at one time, we ruled the whole world. That's what the white man put on us.
That's not black folk.
That's not black folk. We are royalty. That's what we showing our people out of this book. The Bible, this is our book. This is our lineage. All right? This is almost just everything we need to know about ourselves. But let me show you this. So you got Africa, all right? Through the transatlantic slave trade. And it's, what is that? What year was that? 1619. They came over to Africa, the conquistadors, the white men came, took us from the west coast of Africa, brought us over here to America. And now we call ourselves African American, all right? But before that, we originated from Israel, which is in Africa. It's right up in here. It's right up in there. Israel is in Africa.
They look just like us.
And they are us. They are our people. We the same people. But we've been scattered through the four corners of the earth. But it's a reason why that happened. I'm going to show you that before you go, all right? Read that.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
Jerusalem, which is above, is free. Read.
Which is the mother of us all.
Jerusalem is our motherland, all right? So you look at this map. Jerusalem is in Africa. That's Muslim. That's not us. That's not us. Now, let me touch on that as well, all right? Muslims during the sub-Saharan slave trade, that's why a lot of our brothers, we hold dear to that religion. During the sub-Saharan slave trade, the so-called Arabs, they took us into captivity. That's an Arab religion. That's not our religion. So we ain't Muslim, we ain't Christian, we ain't none of that. We are the Israelites according to the Bible, all right? That's what we are. We kings and priests. But let me ask you this. With us being kings and priests, how does a king and priest, how should they operate?
Honestly, they should operate like civilized people. They should operate as they trying to build something.
Okay.
That's what we was made for. That's what we was born for.
Right.
To be kings and queens and to teach everybody how to move in the future.
Okay, let me get that in Peter's. We are kings and priests. 1 Peter 2, you know what I want? All right. So you look at us. You look at blacks, you look at Hispanics, we are the same people. We brethren, all right? You look at us. Do we move as kings and priests? Do we even know what it means to move as a king, as a god? Not no more. Not no more. We've been destroyed so much. We've fallen so low that we don't even know how to move no more. We look at our own brothers with more disdain than we look at the white man who put us in the position that we in. Right. White man can walk up and down. White man come bump you on your shoulder. Oh, sorry, Mr. White man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But your own brother do that. You got hatred. You want to see him down.
Yeah, you like, oh, the word.
Yeah, you want he an op now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes the white man laugh at us.
Exactly. But that's what we got. We got to fix our own problems. We can't look at no other nation to come and fix our problems because you know what? They put us here.
We got to fix our thinking.
We got to fix our thinking, like you said, but they put us in this situation systemically.
Oh, yeah.
They want us here. Yeah. So you can't look at them to fix our situation. We got to come back to this book. Right. All right, let me read this to you. Read that.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood.
This book is telling us we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. Read.
And holy nation.
Holy means to be separate. That means we ain't supposed to be running like every other nation. We ain't supposed to be reveling. We ain't supposed to be doing drugs, smoking, cracked out, selling drugs to each other. We supposed to, everything you learn here in America, you got to turn from that.
Showing our body and doing
showing all body. All women want to be video vixens. You know what I'm saying? All they want to be is like the next Cardi B, the next Megan Thee Stallion. That's in our men. The only thing I go to a high school, right? I ask the little boys or the young men, what do you aspire to be? You know what they tell me? They want to be a rapper. They want to be some of them even, they bold enough to say, I want to sell drugs to my people. Some of them say, I just want to be a basketball player, a football. We better than that. We preach according to this Bible.
How to roof, like me, I've been doing construction, I've been roofing, I've been learning how to concrete and all that rock, ground roofing. You ain't got to be no rapper to go out here and prove to people that you a man.
Right, you don't. And all that leads to is the destruction of our people. Because you look at the music that they rapping, it ain't nothing positive.
It ain't.
It ain't nothing positive in the music that we put out.
Bring the people in for the more people.
That's it. It keeps us in destruction. What's the more than me that?
Yes, sir. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people.
We peculiar. We're special. We ain't supposed to be running like them. But how do we fall so low? How do we fall so low? What do you think?
I think that it's the
When do we become niggas?
it's the teacher.
It's the teachers? Hey, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But let me get Deuteronomy 28.
It's the teachers because sometimes the teachers just ain't all the way right. I mean,
You're right.
it's
You're right.
cool. Everybody ain't.
You talking about the
Everybody
public
is.
schooling system?
Everything.
Okay.
Like, just all the teachers, period. Like,
Yeah.
everybody ain't perfect.
Okay. So what you gotta do?
You should be smart enough to know what's wrong and what's right.
Okay. So you made a profound statement right there. And I'm gonna go back to something you said earlier. You said we in this position because of God, right? You don't know how 100% you are. Let me show you something. Because we used to be teachers. We used to know what to teach our children. Now we no longer know that. Because we went through slavery. Everything was stripped from us.
Right.
But this was something spiritual that happened to us because of something that we did. All right, let me read this to you. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You know who Moses is?
Oh, yeah.
He's a black man. All right? He's our forefather.
I read the Bible. I know
Okay?
what Moses is.
You probably seen movies on it as well. Moses, he freed us from Egypt under the spirit of the Most High God. He freed the Hebrews, okay? This is what he's telling us when we came into the wilderness out of Egypt, all right? Read that.
To observe to do all his commandments.
So it says we must hearken. We must listen and do all our God's commandments, all right? Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay, so Moses said, if we did not listen to the commandments of our God, because what we don't understand, the Most High God is only the God of the Israelites.
That's right.
If we did not listen to our God, we will be cursed on the earth. When you look at us, when you look at blacks, would you agree or disagree that we cursed on this earth?
No, I look at honestly, I look at leaders.
Okay.
When I see y'all, I
But
look at leaders.
I just want
This
you.
is what people
Can you?
are supposed to be doing right now. And it ain't enough people doing it right now. But once we start communicating and start doing more like this, everybody's gonna start listening.
Okay, and I agree with you. But can you just answer that question?
I'm sorry.
Answer that question. When you look at us, when you look at blacks, Hispanics, are we blessed on this earth?
Yeah, because if we weren't blessed, we would.
Okay, the conditions.
Especially the hate
I'm speaking on the conditions that we're in right now. When you look at ICE, when you look at Sandra Bland, when you look at Mike Brown, we shouldn't be living like that, right? So yes, we are cursed people on this earth. When you look at the conditions that we in, we not blessed on
We're
this
the
earth.
most hated in the world, and we shouldn't be here. Like,
We shouldn't-
not here in America. Like, you know,
We should be ruling, all right? That's what you mean to say. We shouldn't be cursed. We should be ruling, all right? But read that again. I want them to catch it. Read it from the top.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
So if we didn't listen to our God, curses will come upon us. Let me give you some curses, all right? Let me get Sons and daughters shall be given into another people. Read.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Okay, so when we came to this side of the earth, I told you through the transatlantic slave trade, okay? When we came to this side of the earth, was it good for us? Nah. You seen Amistad? Or did you see 12 Years a Slave, any of those movies?
Oh, I seen, yeah, when I was growing up, yeah, I seen a lot of old school films.
Okay,
I seen a lot, yeah.
okay, so read it again for him.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So what's your last name?
Bartlett.
Bartlett.
Got Irish. It's Bartlett.
Okay, so you can agree that that's not a black man's last name.
Right.
All right, so your forefathers and foremothers was on the Bartlett plantation. All right, so
Both black, but they mixed.
okay,
My mama's mixed with me.
okay, so check this out. Our last names that we have is a brand of the slave masters that our forefathers once served under. All right. Yep, get that. Yes, sir. Now, check this out. On the Bartlett plantation, say you had children, right? You got children? You got a daughter. All right, say you have a daughter. On the Bartlett plantation, Mr. Bartlett, he need to make a little extra money, right? He need a little extra funds. You know what? I'm going to sell a slave. I'm going to sell one of my slaves just to get my revenue, to get some more money.
That's the wrong way of being a man.
All right, but check this out. Did that happen to us?
Yeah.
It happened to us, right? And did we have any might to do anything about that? Say Mr. Bartlett, say, hey, what's your daughter's name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
That's,
Hey, look,
Irish too.
and your name is what?
Ronnie Bartlett.
Ronnie. All right, Ronnie Butler. Hey,
Mackenzie
Mr. Bartlett came up to you, said, hey, Ronnie, I'm taking Mackenzie. We selling it to North Carolina. What you gonna do about it? What could you do about it? Nothing. There was nothing you can do about it.
Because they never
What other
gave us
nation of
power.
people did that happen to?
They never gave us power to defend ourselves.
No. Hey, look, it's because we didn't hearken to our God's commandments. And this was the curse that was put on us. All right, read that again. He got to feel that. And then we're going to read that Isaiah. Read that.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
That's a curse that was put on us. Can't no other nation say that happened at the magnitude that it happened to us. If the Mr. Bartlett wanted to sell your daughter, sell your son, sell whoever, halfway across the country, it wasn't nothing you can do. But keep reading.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
All you could do is look. All you could do is hope that she comes back. But she wasn't coming back. She was long gone. And that ain't just happened to one family. That was many families.
That was a million things.
That's a horrific curse that was put on us. Agree or disagree? Can't no nation attest to that. This how you know this our book. Is it more? Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
There wasn't no might you had in your hand. No military, no economic might. Nothing you can do about it. That was a curse. That was a curse. We still curse to this day. The same things happening to this day. You look at the border wall. Look at the border. Donald Trump hemming up Hispanics like crazy, putting them in concentration camps.
We just bombed them last night.
He bombing them, all of that. Same thing with us. Sex trafficking is big in our community. Who you think swooping up our kids? Who you think grabbing him up? They grabbing him up. The other nations doing that. And you don't know what, you know how many missing person signs up? I went to Sam, it's all blacks and Hispanics, only us. We still curse to this day. But it's more curses than that. Let me get verse, what I want. Give me something good. Yeah, give me 48. Let me give you a few more, and I'm gonna let you go, all right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
So it says, when we came to this side of the earth, we was gonna serve our enemies. Who was our enemies? The so-called white man. The ones that came and grabbed us on that side of the earth by force. That hate us to this very day. It said when they came and grabbed us, when we came to this side, we're going to serve them in hunger, in thirst, and in nakedness. You want your food, you go to them. You want your clothes, you go to them.
You want anything, you go to them. When at one time, we ruled the whole world. But we gave all that up because we didn't want to follow our God.
And just living our life, and everybody could live the same way. But then until they came, oh, everything is about one person.
Jacked it up. They jacked it up. But keep reading.
And in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
It says, it gets so specific. It said when he swoop you up, when he snatch you up, he gonna put a yoke of iron on your neck. We had yokes of iron on our necks, like cattle, like animals. It take a insane type of person to do the things that they've done to us.
Same type of person to call another human a monkey.
To call him a monkey, to call him a super predator, to call him all the names that they gave us. But they the worst thing that's touching this planet Earth. But they got the nerve to call us these names. The nerve to call us gangsters, thugs. When they the real gangsters and thugs. Right. You see Donald Trump, he went and hemmed up Venezuela. It wasn't nothing. That's a thug right there. That's a gangster right there. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody saying nothing about that. They only point you out on the news. That's a curse, bro.
About what is going on in the streets, but they ain't talking about what's going on.
They ain't talking about what's really going on. All right, what the multi-billions of dollars that they stealing from the people. But keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
There to go. That's the question. That's the answer to the question we had earlier. How do we fall so low? Because we had that yoke on our neck. And then we got destroyed. Now you no longer know that you are Israelite. You a Jew. You the real Jew according to the Bible.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airways, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.